Pass now to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. Completed to Collins. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Working quickly here. Stroud now on 4th down. He's on the move. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
All 52. Half 10. Half. Here we go.
Allen. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Regular.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Hey, tight. 5 wide. What's that?
From the red zone now. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow.
He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Bass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Here's a loft deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get it down to a single point. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 1st down, Allen. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
56, 56. Look up.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Allen to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass complete to Cook. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. We're all knotted up at 14. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got a 1st to begin the frame. 1st out of the game for James Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
56, 56.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Off 52. Middle.
At the 43-yard line.
Out. Gun. What's that?
Here's 2nd and 11. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Half 85, half 8. Half. Hey, hold. What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Man in motion here.
Gun. Look out.
They will go. It's Allen. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's Mixon on second down. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Christian Benford up to make that stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Stroud now on third. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Touchdown, Houston! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Off 52.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He finds Kincaid. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Working quickly here.
Alert!
Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Cook scores. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2.
Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Slot man motioned over.
Look out!
They give it to the back of the zone read. And he gets into the end zone, so the choice to pass on a tie, a good one. That gives him a 1-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
On the quick, right?
Mixon on the toss. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. To the air, Stroud. The back grabs it. And in for the Houston touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. It's a foot race. 40. Hits the 20. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the decision to go for 2 does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Returns looking good so far. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Regular. What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
5 wide. Hey, tight. 5 wide. Alert! What's that?
Second down. Here's Allen again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Alert! Look out!
Allen on third down. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Alert! Look out!
To throw again, it's Allen. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
All right.
First down, Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
56, 56.
Allen setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They send a man in motion.
Stop. Monday. What's that?
First and 10. Here's Allen. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Middle. Out.
They kick the running back in motion.
85, half. Regular. Look out.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Half. Hey, home.
To the air again, Allen. He's on the move. Oh, the football's loose. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway, a spot in the divisional round on the line. Has this at the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success, and that's exactly what they did.
Allen now on first down. Cook calls it in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Half 10. Half 10. Good done.
Back to throw now, Allen. He fires one deep down the middle. And in, touchdown, Buffalo. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Oh, and
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
south.
From the gun, Stroud. He throws a bullet to the center of the... He's got it deep downfield. Into the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans push their lead further to start the half. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Half.
Now Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down throw for Allen. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. It connects on the deep shot. Touchdown, Buffalo. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field, knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8. From the 39. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Nico Collins, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch is made in close. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass on for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Mixon. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Derek Forrest able to make the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Get some space around midfield. They got 24 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Buys time, rolling right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Nico Collins, the intended target. So now they have 3rd and short. A give to Mixon up the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick-6. Wow.
Return coming from the 6. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Stroud now on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Texans ball. We'll see if they can come up with something and stave off elimination. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Escapes the pocket. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Offense in the hurry up here. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates noticed.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. Texans facing a big play as they go for 2. Flushed out of the pocket. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Taking a shot deep down the field and go. That's complete inside the 35. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills push the lead up to 12. Bass now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
11. Forward.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills get the football back after returning this to the 15-yard line.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Allen fires out wide, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Davis gets it from the gun. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now run by Cook. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills with a comfortable 12-point lead. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Man in motion out of the slot. Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll motion Johnson right. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He finds Johnson. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Slot man motioned over. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll go. Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Bass now to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This is complete to Schultz. Oh, this big guy is moving. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always, always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
And it's up and good, and they'll get one last tally in the final act of this ball game. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. Next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship.